Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed another day, a new day, a bright Sunday, a day that the Lord has made that we should all be glad and rejoice in it. Today is yet another Sunday, another episode of health issues. Today's topic is very important, which applies to every one of us. So, therefore, please invite your friends, family, and then ask everyone to be seated to listen to the good news that we have for you, coming right to your doorsteps from Richmond Media. Health issues. This afternoon, I have my brother that I always present this program with. He's not a stranger, he's always available on this platform. Therefore, I'm so glad to introduce to you my brother, Mr. George Ackon. Mr. Ackon, you're once again welcome to Richmond Media.
Thank you.
How are you today?
By His grace and divine selection, I'm fine. Please, how are you also doing?
Oh, the grace of God is sufficient for us. Therefore, we rejoice in his salvation. Thank you so much to our listeners and viewers, please. We really appreciate and acknowledge you. So, therefore, please just put a comment in the comment section and we'll be able to recognize you. Thank you so much. Even if it's high, we do appreciate that a lot. Brother George, today's topic, my food, my medicine. How can a food be medicine for us? Can you please give us the overview of the topic? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. If my slides can also be displayed. Okay, so we thank our viewers and our listeners for yet another bright and blessed day. If you count yourselves to be part of today, then it means that it's a blessing. It's not by chance, but it's a choice and for a purpose. Therefore, Richmo Media Health Issues, we do acknowledge you, your time, your credit, your bundle, everything. We appreciate that. We have realized that recently and now, most of the diseases that is attacking both the pregnant women, the younger ones, the aged, the elite, the those who are also not educated is becoming at the rise. Now we cannot discriminate that the poor man's condition is this and the rich man's condition is this. It will surprise you that now those conditions that we were thinking is for only the rich man, the poor men are also getting. And also the one that at first you can say is for the adults, the younger ones are also getting it at a quicker speed. Therefore, we have sat down and also as part of our responsibility towards our viewers and our listeners, we've known that even though you might be on medications, even though you might be on a therapy, but one key thing that most also disregard and don't pay attention is their food. But today we want to tell you that your food can be your medicine. So we welcome each and everyone to today's health issues. Then we want to also plead that because there's a major concern, because if it affects your brother, it can affect you because they can call you one way or the other. So you can humbly please share for everyone to also have the opportunity to listen deeper to whatever we are about to discuss today. And through you, someone can be also blessed today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brother George. And now that you have given us the overview, have you given us the overview at all? My food, my medicine. Thank you.
Okay. There is a link between food and medicine. Food itself can be your medicine. So therefore, let's look at something. When you want to know the background information about what we term to be a medicine, we are saying that medicine is a pharmaceutical drug. So any drug, it can be a chemical drug, it can be a herbal drug, but we term it as I'm taking a medicine. So in a clause, The pharmaceutical drug here can also be linked to any other drug that anything you are taking to be drug. And we also call it medicine or medication. That's why when you are giving a drug to someone, he said, I'm serving medication. So that's the other name. It can be loosely defined as any chemical substance intended for use in the medical diagnosis. When you are taking a medicine or a drug, we can give you a drug so that we can help diagnose you. For cure, when you have a condition and you want cure for curative purpose, you can be given a drug from any other angle. Then also for treatment, or we can give you a drug to prevent you from getting certain condition. So this is the foundation of medicine or a drug. Now let's take the meaning of food also and see the linkage. Food is any edible material that supports growth, repair, and maintenance of the body. So any edible substance that we consume to fulfill our daily requirement of nutrition is known as food. So there's a linkage between drug serving as a curative purpose, as a preventive purpose, and also as a palliative purpose, and also as a maintenance purpose, because at times you might not be sick, but you try to take some drugs just to boost your immune system. So people will say, I'm taking some immune booster. Same way, food can serve as a curative purpose, as a preventive purpose, as an immune booster. Therefore, there's a linkage between food and medicine. What food does in the body is that the nutrient that we need is being contained in that food, and the body will utilize those nutrients to help our growth and keep us healthy and strong. By God's grace, all nutrients needed by this human body are available through food. All the nutrients that we need, that can help prevent conditions, that can help cure our conditions, that can help maintain our health and restore our health, all can be found in food. Therefore, it's our duty to be eating the food in variety so that we can be able to get all these nutrients to our body. Now, when you take the food that we are eating, we have research have proven that we have 90 essential nutrients that the body needs. 90 essential nutrients. But you can know that at times when you are just listening to some individuals, or when some individuals are taking a criteria for which food to take, they are saying, I'm going for protein, I'm going for calcium, but they forget that just the three you are mentioning is just a part of the nutrient the body needs. So our viewers and our listeners, we want to, through Ritual Media Health Issues, tell you that your body needs 90 essential nutrients, and by God's grace, all the 90 essential nutrients are found in the food that we eat. Let's go to the breakdown. Out of the 90 essential nutrients, 60 are minerals. 60 are minerals. So you can see that we have calcium, we have magnesium, we have phosphorus, we have copper, gold, all the minerals you can talk about. Our body needs it. So 60 are minerals, and the body needs it in a minute way. That's why when you are going to do some labs and they want to check your minerals, when calcium is low, you realize that you have a bone related problem. When magnesium is low, you realize that calcium low, magnesium low, it means contraction and relaxing of your heart muscles becomes impaired. When you don't have chromium, when you have low chromium in your body, it means that you are likely to get what we call diabetes. It tells you that these 90 minerals, but you can see that whenever most people are talking about food, we always talk about calcium, we always talk about magnesium, but we forget that even those individuals with hormonal issues, you need what we call selenium, and selenium will help with hormonal regulation. And by God's grace, we are not just going to list a drug and the minerals you get. You can find it in food. Therefore, at the end of the lesson, you realize that then you need to be eating food in variety. Your seed, your fruit, your fruit, your grains in variety, and you are going to get it. God knew that these 60 minerals will be essential for us. Do you know where he placed it? In rock and stones. In rocks and stones. So as it is raining and water is taking the upper part or the topmost part of our soil, you realize that we have a process called weathering. Weathering means that the breaking down or the deterioration of rocks or soil or minerals through the contact of 1, water, 2, sunlight, 3, atmospheric gases, then 4, biological organisms. So you can see that rocks that are being higher or harder, some animals or some insects, God has created them to just help break them down. So for example, our viewers and our listeners, you can see that when you see your room, at times you have used a hard stones to just build your room that or your houses, but you realize that some insects will be just start their penetration from the down upwards. If you are not careful to destroy those animal insects, they will just break these hard rocks down. Same way God has designed these insects or animals to help break down the rocks into soil, and when it rains, it dissolves into the soil, and when we plant our seed in that soil, we are able to get these minerals in the fruit. So every plant knows that its future is in the seed. Its future is in the fruit. So you can realize that when a plant is there and a leaf fall on the grounds, less than few days it will rotten and turn back to soil or it will decay. But when the fruit get down or drop down, it can take longer days, some can take months, and because it contains most minerals in it, and by the time you realize, because there is still minerals in it, it will germinate again, but the leaves will not germinate. It tells you that the minerals the body needs is in the fruits or the seeds that God has given us. Therefore, by eating them in variety, we are able to get the 60 minerals the body needs. So don't always think of calcium, okay, which food? Calcium, magnesium, then only those things that we are mentioning of. No, you need hormonal issue, you need selenium, you need what we call the copper, you need the aluminium, you need the bromine, you need zinc, you need a lot of them. But let us don't limit ourselves to the calcium and the others, because there are 60 minerals the body needs. Then out of the 90, the body needs, we have 16 vitamins. 16 vitamins. So we always talk about, especially we say, hey, if you are not eating this, you lack vitamin this, vitamin that, vitamin this. Beloved, forget about the vitamin that you are searching for. Okay, what food contains vitamin A? Then you are searching for vitamin A, but the body needs 16 vitamins. So why are we only focusing on just one vitamin? And by God's grace, simple way to get your vitamin is in the food with colors. So the colorful foods that you can eat, the colorful food like the tomatoes, like the banana, when your food is colorful, it means a lot of vitamin rich is in your food. We need to also note that. Then the body needs 12 amino acids. 12 amino acids. So we need to also know that. Then when it comes to essential fatty acids, we need 3. The omega-3, omega-6, omega-9. By God's grace, I want to assure our viewers and our listeners that all these 90 essential minerals or nutrients, all these 90 essential nutrients the body needs, God has put them in our food. Therefore, it's our duty to be eating them. Let your food be thy medicine. That's what the father of medicine, which we call the Hippocrates, said. Let your food be thy medicine, else you will take your medicine as your food. This is the linkage between food and medicine. So if you want medicine to just boost your immunity, to just increase your vitamins, to just increase your minerals, then I want to assure you that food contains all the 90 nutrients that the body needs. It's our duty to search for them, to eat them in variety, but not limiting ourselves. And we will get the benefit out of it. And our foods will be our medicine. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brother George, for giving us this in-depth explanation to what we are looking for. My food, my medicine. Our brother David says, let your food be your medicine, and your medicine be your food. Thank you, Brother David, for joining us this afternoon. Continue to support us as we continue to share the good news to everyone. Brother George, what are some of the factors that we need to consider before eating or even after eating, if I'm right? Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Because we are talking about the factors to consider. You see, we are talking about medicine and food. No one can walk to a place properly if the person has not been assessed. Then you just come to the hospital. The moment the person sees your physique, then he will tell you, oh, because you are walking straight to us, you are suffering from stomach problem. Go and take a stomach drug. No, you need to be assessed. After assessment, at times there will be investigations. After investigations, we will listen to your complaints. After your complaints, then there will be a prescription by a qualified person. Therefore, if you want your food to be your medicine, you need to take prescription. And how can we get the prescription? It's not at anywhere that you can say, then let me go for that prescription. The doctor who has seen you, who has assessed you, is the only person who can prescribe for you. Now, we need a prescriber who prescribe our medicine for us. And the name is Dr. God. The signature is I am. And the prescription that he is giving to us is in the Bible. What is the prescription? Why is he the prescriber? He is the prescriber because, one, in Genesis chapter 2, verse 7, said, then the Lord God formed the man from the dust of the ground. He breathed the breath of life into the man's nostrils, and the man became a living person. So our existence is not from an animal being. Our existence is not by chance, but someone created us, and the name is God. Therefore, he has assessed us. He has even given us, he knows where the liver is. He knows where the pancreas is. He knows where your esophagus is. He knows where your intestines are. He knows where your stomach is. He knows your blood. He knows how your air within you can be pure. And he knows your bones, everything. So he has assessed us. So after he creating us, he assessing us, then he knows that, yes, I know this one to be a female. When he get pregnant, then this will be his prescription. I know this one to be a male. If he's having some problem with the prostate, this should be the prescription. I know this one is a child. He has not developed a teeth, but when we want to maintain his health, this is the prescription. Then what is the prescription from above? It can be found not anywhere, but one from the Bible. From the Bible, Jesus, the great physician, has inscribed the prescription in the Bible. And you can see them vividly in nature. That's why when the scientists realize that the prescriber has prescribed something in nature, they wanted to research into it. So when they were researching into what the creator has created for us, or has created for us, then they also add up that, oh, when you take carrot, you can get vitamin A, confirming whatever he has given to us. Now, what is the prescription? The first prescription about food is taken from Genesis chapter 1, verse 29. It says that, behold, I have given you every plant yielding seed that is on the surface of all earth, and every tree which has fruit yielding seed, it shall be your food for you. So you realize that when we're talking about the 90 essential nutrients, we said that the minerals, the 60 minerals, is being embedded in the seed, in the fruit. And no wonder that when the scientists were researching into what God has prescribed for us, they also confirmed that you can see the minerals, the nutrients within the seeds, the fruits, the nuts, and the prescribed things God has given to us. So if you want your food to be your medicine, the first prescription is that be eating seeds. Seeds like what? We have the sesame seed, we have orange seed, we have pumpkin seed, we have watermelon seed. Looking at your location, the country you find yourself, you can see variety of edible seed. Then also it continues to ask that we should be eating fruit. Looking at your area, we can get variety of fruit, the mangoes, the watermelons, whatever you can mention about. So look at your country, the available ones, then be eating them. Some by God's grace also come in season. So by coming in season tells you that it has the purpose. That's why it came in season. For example, when you take the citrus fruit, like the oranges, the lemons, and co, you see them that is mostly abundant during the dry season, where people are most likely to get the catarrh, the cold. And these things will help you recover from that. So as you are eating the fruit in variety, consider also the abundance in season as well. So the fruit, the seed that God has given to us is a prescription that he has catered for us. Now, as he has given us fruits, vegetables, and co, then we need to be mindful that at times, most people selling them, they let it overripe, getting to the spoiled time. Then when we also get there, because they are less expensive, we think it's right. Now let's look at this. Nicely prepared vegetables and fruits in their season will be beneficial if they are of the best quality, not showing the slightest sign of decay, but are sound and unaffected by any disease or decay. So individuals who are likely to be taking this slightly to decay or be affected, you get sick. So we want to encourage you that when you are taking the right fruit, also look at the quality. Not that because it's almost rotten and it's less expensive, you go and buy one bowl, 5 cedis, then you are happy. No, let's look at the quality as well. Then also the creator gave us grains. Now a book called Ministry of Healing, page 296, paragraph 1. It says that grains, fruits, nuts, and vegetables constitute the diet chosen for us by our creator. These foods, prepared in as simple and natural manner as possible, are the most healthful and nourishing. Therefore, we want to tell you that when you are taking the grains, when you are taking the fruit, when you are taking the nut and vegetable, you see you can prepare them in just a simple manner and you get it benefit. So as we are talking about the grains, you can talk about grains like the millet, the oats, like the corn, the barley, and the rest. But the caution is that let's eat them in their whole form, not in their processed form. Because when you are taking the millet or the rice in the whole form, that is the best medicine. But the moment you process it, you have devalued its nutrients, and you not get all the nutrients, then it will turn up being a toxic for your system. So you can see at times you might be holding a quality drug, but based on how you process it, then it becomes toxic to your system. Same like the food, it needs to be taken in the whole form, but not in the processed form. More die by eating decayed fruit and decayed vegetables, which ferment in the stomach and result in blood poisoning, than we have any idea of. That is taken from Cancers on Diet, page 309, paragraph 469. So we need to be mindful of whatever we are taking. That's about the food. Now, the creator knew that after the flood, there will be something, no leaves, no vegetation. So he again prescribed what man should chew. So we would like chewing. So if you want to chew, what can you chew? The first prescription is that it should be a clean animal. It should be a clean animal. If you are taking anything unclean, that alone prone you or predispose you to conditions. Now, the second prescription in Leviticus chapter 3, verse 17, another prescription says that don't eat fat nor blood. So if you want to chew any animal product, aside it being clean animal, number two is that it shouldn't contain fat nor blood. That is the second prescription if you want to follow. Now, the third prescription says that the animal shouldn't be a dead animal. A dead animal in Ezekiel chapter 44, verse 31, Exodus chapter 22, verse 31. You see, we have some individuals, especially in the villages and those who are dealing with poultry and co. At times, when the animals get their diseases and they are about to die, for them to die and for them to go and dump them, it will be a loss. So what happens is that if I am the one rearing this animal, when I see that the chicken is just walking in a gymnastic way, we know that tomorrow he will die. What happens? The house, the children are happy. We are all happy because this one is for us. Then they will kill the dead animals. At times, you see them, the hunters, the farmers, you get to the bush, then an animal has died there. You don't know what causes the death, but we just go and take them. Our cattle die of any disease and we are taking them. But the Creator's prescription says that don't eat dead animals. So if you want to eat, make sure you kill it yourself. A prescription number one. Number two, make sure you drain all the blood and fat. Then the third one, it should be a clean animal. But if we violate this prescription, then it means we can't get the food as medicine. That's the second prescription in addition to the diet. Okay. Then also, comparing food and medicine. You know that whenever you come to the hospitals and we prescribe a drug for you, you can't take it anytime and you can't take it anyhow. We take it by regimen. So that some drugs will tell you take it 3 times a day or 8 hourly. So if you take it at 6 o'clock a.m., your next dose will be 2 o'clock. Your last dose will be 10 p.m. Some drugs will tell you that take it twice a day. So if you take it once in the morning, like 6 a.m., you are taking the next one at 6 p.m. Some drugs will tell you that take it 4 times a day, so which is 6 hourly. And some drug will tell you to take it once daily. Some drugs will tell you to take it when necessary. Example, like some of the pain medication, it will tell you don't be abusing it, but whenever you feel pains, then you take it. Same like food. If you want your food to be your medicine, we don't eat at any time. We don't eat anyhow, but we eat in regimen. That's why
when you want your food to be your medicine, you don't eat anyhow. You eat on time and at particular times. Not all the time. There are some people, they will be eating, they will be having breakfast. In between breakfast, they will be eating at 12 o'clock, they will be eating 2 o'clock, they will be eating 2 o'clock, they will be eating 4 o'clock, they will be eating 6 o'clock. If you do that, your medicine rather will replace your food. That your food, instead of your food being your medicine, it will be the opposite direction. It is so important for us to follow what our brother has discussed with us today, which is very, very, very important. Factors that we have to consider. Factors that we have to consider when eating or before eating. He has made it clear that we shouldn't eat the rotten fruit and vegetables, but we should rather choose the good ones that will help build ourselves, our immune system, adding all the vitamins and the essential element that we need in our body. And he has also emphasized on the meats that we shouldn't wait for the meat to be dying before we kill it. It has to be in a proper state, a healthy state that we can have. In other words, it says that the Bible says that we shouldn't eat fat nor the blood. So think about when you have to eat meats, how you're going to process your meats for it to be eaten. It's been a great day. We were not expecting to have this stable network from Ghana, but by the grace of God, it has taken us through the program until now. So we will say, may the good Lord continue to bless us as we continue to join this program, healthy program, every week, health issues, bringing to you to your doorsteps from Richmond Media. My name is Hanna Bimah. Until the same time again next week at 3 o'clock UK time, and wherever you are, you can convert it. Until then, it is bye-bye for now. Have a blessed week. And another program is just about to start at 4 o'clock. So just have a stretch around and join us for the second program called From the Beginning. Today, it will be very, very interesting. So just call the family and friends to join us. Until then, have a blessed week.
Mi wo chide, So